Oh man, absolutely pumped for this one. Can't wait to hear it. And yes, we're going to be entertained. But we're going to keep the entertainment vibes going. And we're bringing it to the kitchen because it's the festive season. And with the weekend quickly approaching, we know the entertaining is about to begin. And you might be feeling a little bit stressed. So today, we're sharing a quick and easy recipe that you can add to your holiday table or even elevate a cheese board with. Let's level up, Mzansi. Now, this savory baked cherry and cream cheese dip is simple, it's cozy, and it's perfect for hosting. And we've got none other than the beautiful Jay in the building to show us exactly how it's done. How you doing, chef?
I'm so good. You know, what a privilege it is always to wake up in the morning with everybody.
And inspire South Africa,
yeah,
right?
I love
so
it.
you're doing with your pizzazz. I love this
Always.
look you got on. Is this like
Thank
a
you.
French ode or something?
Yeah, I'm in my struggling French painter era.
It's not, what do you call it? It's Van Jay.
There we go. There we go. But you know, that's the kind of family I come from.
Yeah?
Everyone's chic. We cook in the kitchen. We all smell like curry, but we look damn
You
good.
look good doing it, man. And I think you're echoing that sentiment right now. There's not going to be any struggling happening because you're in your safe space. So talk me through how a chef would put something like this together, because we want to reach chef levels this weekend, man.
So you know what I always find is that we always, sometimes find ourselves going to the shops or looking online for inspiration.
Yes, always.
Start in your pantry.
Ooh,
Start in your pantry, start in your fridge, see what you have, and see how you can make the most of it.
I like that.
So this was a moment that I had.
What did you have in the pantry?
I had cream cheese. I had some yogurt. Always got some yogurt in the fridge. Some herbs. Maybe you've got some herbs growing in your garden.
Just pick it outside.
We've got some garlic powder and salt and pepper. And it's as simple as that. So this is sort of like a nice, sort of easy-going dip. And I love making my own dips and condiments because it's so meaningful, but also then you can play around with texture, you can play around with consistency, because sometimes you go out, you buy a sauce, a pre-made sauce, and the consistency isn't there.
Or it's just not what you want, man. Like
exactly.
You have our specific flavor profiles. You want to bring something to the surface. Maybe you got your own sort of like archetype of flavor that you want to have come through.
Exactly.
You can't really do that when you go to the shop. You got to just take what you get,
You've
right?
got to take what you get, pay the price, At least if you, cutting down some costs along the way, it makes it a lot easier. And I'm all for easy entertaining this year.
Yes, and I like the fact that when you're entertaining, what's more important these days is the conversation,
100%.
the memories and the moments. So this gives you a moment to show off.
Exactly.
And talk about something that you did, which I think at the end of the day is what is really valued. Not just that conversation, but the effort and the sentiment that goes into something. So your
100%.
guests are going to appreciate this more, knowing that you put your own personal love and touch into it. I think that's what this conversation is really about, man. It's the real stuff that matters this festive period. And that's how we can fill up our cup at the same time.
I think so too, and I think for a lot of the people that I've spoken to in my circle, it's been a rough year.
It's been
a tough year. A lot of triumphs, a lot of challenges. We've made it to this point. And now it's just about enjoying the season, So
what is that? The art of living life, is it La Dolce Vita or something?
La Dolce Vita. Listen, I'm French, so I don't know Italian.
Pro, yeah.
I don't know Italian.
But it's that art of living in the moment and appreciating things for what they are.
And stripping back and really, going back to basics. Sitting around a table, breaking bread with one another. It's such a special time. And the food doesn't even have to be outstanding. The food can be basic, but if you create that environment where people are sharing and engaging with one another and just catching up, beyond the surface level, beyond those text messages, let's catch up properly. Let's get to know how each other are and how the year has been and celebrate our wins as well, while we enjoy our dip.
I even forget that we're in the kitchen now as we're having such a beautiful conversation.
This is my therapy.
It is, right?
I always come here when I feel a little bit down.
And I think that's also something to share with them, Mzansi. Making something on your own, you can get into that therapeutic process. It really is a journey that you're going on. And at the end of that journey, you've got happy faces, you've got smiles, and you've got beautiful moments that you can cherish. So this is quite an epic thing that I think everybody should be encouraged to do more of. Is get more involved, be more present. Don't just rush up to the shops always and solve the problem with money. Solve it with time, solve it with emotion, solve it with love, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah? And if you're really smart about it, so what I'm doing over here, I've got some cherry jam, a little bit of balsamic reduction.
And that was hot, right?
That was hot.
Okay.
Also in my pantry. Grab that, put that in there. And I love a cheese board because you play around with savory and sweet. So you can really be playful and creative.
If I was to hypothetically maybe not have, what was this like a berry jam?
Cherry.
Cherry jam. If I had like, let's say, a normal apricot jam or something from the kids' sandwiches, could you also incorporate that or maybe stay away?
So I think be wary about the level of sweetness.
Okay.
So cherries can sometimes be quite tart. And we've got the balsamic in there, so we're bringing back
Balance,
the sweet. We're
yeah.
bringing balance to it. Apricot jam might be a bit too sweet. I know some people have that mixed fruit jam, which is kind of my favorite.
Yeah, the classic.
But play around with what you have. Also, just don't go too outside of the box. There are just flavor profiles and things that work together. So do some research, have fun with it, get everyone involved. And if you're smart about it, you could make a little preserve, and you could bottle it up for gifts, you know, saving costs on your gifting as well. And so what we're going to do with this beautiful jam is just put that over the top.
And it looks good, dude. The presentation, even with minimal effort, even like you
That's
said,
the
just
thing.
stripping it back down to the basics.
Just a few ingredients. You know, I thought I was going to have help today, but I guess I'm just doing it all on my own. But even doing it all on my own, I got it done myself. You know, and there you go. So imagine that with a couple of crackers, and then you can supplement this with your fruits and, you know, add some freshness and brightness. But I think it's a homemade dish.
Jay, this is beautiful, man. I think this is an absolute winner. This is something that really brings the sentiment of love, intimacy, and good conversation to the table. And I think it's something that everybody should get involved in. So whatever you have and whatever you're going to be dipping into this, it's going to be good. And I think what we're going to be dipping into is the encouragement to have good conversation, to make this for yourself. Maybe scan that QR code right now and be incentivized to celebrate this weekend, just like Jay said. And invite some of your loved ones, invite some of the family over, and really make the most out of this one. So we've started this off absolutely brilliantly. What's next on the menu?
So next on the menu, I've got a little take on my kind of cheese board. People don't really know, but although I bake and make pastries a lot, I don't eat a lot of sweet treats.
Oh, I can clearly see from that figure.
So for dessert, I like to do a fun, sweet, savory cheese board.
Oh, nice. I love where we're going with this, Mzansi. Clearly, you don't need to go anywhere. And just in case you're wondering, oh man, it tastes so good. Sweet, but not too sweet. It's smooth. The consistency is absolute magic. This is a winner. Don't go anywhere, Mzansi. The winning energy carries on right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This was delicious, man. Well done.